What is going on, everybody? So today we will be going to a customer's house who has a 6-year-old aquarium. This customer has a big family. They're always running around with extracurricular activities for the kids. They love the reef hobby, but they needed something very low maintenance. Now, we did not set this tank up, but we did take over service of this aquarium recently, and we're there probably, I'd say, once a month, sometimes like every 6 weeks. The reason for the video is because I wanted to show everybody, like, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we see all these crazy tanks and all these different, accessories that come with it, and it can be a bit intimidating. And sometimes you just want to have a couple of corals and some really cool fish. And this is an example of a tank that's really basic and low maintenance, and you can still get the satisfaction of having a saltwater aquarium and some corals, and you can still enjoy it without being so intimidated or feel like you have to buy the latest, most advanced equipment. But first, I have this small little, I believe it's like 2-gallon aquarium that I have at my house that's just been sitting there, and I really don't know what to do with it. So I'm gonna show you guys that tank right now, and be interested to see if you guys have any suggestions or ideas for it. All right, so here is the tank I was talking about. It's probably about 2 gallons or so, small little aquarium. Nothing too crazy, but it also has a lid that I have in the other room. But it's got a simple hang on the back filter, nothing too crazy, very simple filtration, but not quite sure what to do with it. I don't want to throw it away. I think it'd be kind of fun to do some type of Pico style aquarium. If you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear it. Do we do salt? Do we do fresh? I don't know. I mean, I don't have any freshwater tanks here at the house. I just got rid of my planted tank, so do we do a small little freshwater tank? Or do we do a small saltwater tank, little Pico style, maybe some curious wormfish and some sexy shrimp? Let me know down in the comments. I really need some help with this. I want to be inspired, and I think it'd be fun, a fun little project. All right, back at the shop. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack up the van. We're gonna head to the customer's house, and we're gonna check out his low maintenance, soft coral, 6-year-old mature aquarium. See you there. All right, so here we are at the customer's aquarium, and oh, look at this. We got a little Midas blenny hiding in this rock here. They are the coolest fish. They have the coolest personalities. Look at them. Such a nice looking fish. Oh, wow, we got 3 clownfish in this tank, and they all seem to be getting along pretty good. I totally forgot about that. Some chromis. We got a really nice chorus wrasse, royal grandma. We got an anthias there. But just by looking at this aquarium, I haven't been here in a couple months. We come here once a month. But just by looking at the aquarium, it's really clean. It's in really good shape. The corals look amazing. It's mostly soft corals now, like I said, some clove polyps, mushroom corals, some softies, and there's another fish under there. Very low maintenance, easy to take care of style tank. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. Doesn't have all the gizmos and gadgets on it, but it just works very well for what the customer is looking for. And again, when you have a family, when you're moving around a lot and you got a lot going on, low maintenance is definitely a big factor in the decision making and when you're purchasing coral and fish. Look at those. Those are beautiful mushrooms right there. Wow. I've seen those go on websites for like $80. It's ridiculous. This guy's got a whole tank full of them. Then over here, we got a bunch of waving hand Anthelia that's growing on the overflow. And then all over here too. That's a really pretty coral. It is kind of taking over a bit. We're gonna have to probably address that in the future. Yeah, Banggai cardinal. Look at those mushrooms. Wow, you really appreciate those blue mushrooms under whiter light. Those are bright blue, popping like crazy. The rock looks extremely healthy. You don't see a lot of green on it. You see some coralline algae growth, some more of those beautiful mushrooms there. They're dull in color, but they're still really, I like them. They're really nice looking. And we got another fish up here. I don't know the name of that fish. It's some type of cardinal fish or something like that. Oh, God, the name escapes me right now. Sorry about that. If you know the name of that fish, put it down in the comments. Some type of cardinal fish. And look how beautiful, like how white this sand is. We do a lot of gravel vacuuming in this tank. There are a little bit of spots where you can see some algae, but we do gravel vac this tank, and that's how we're able to get that white sand. But overall, this aquarium is just super healthy. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the filtration underneath, which the majority of the filtration does take place in the display, but this is what we have underneath. It's a very small sump. Now, we did not set this tank up. This was a tank that we picked up off a service. It's a lot smaller than I would like, but you have your protein skimmer and then just a return section, so nothing too crazy. He also has dosers down here as well. I would love one day to see this tank get a bigger sump, but not much room underneath there. But that nice little hawkfish, it stands out in this tank a lot with that red and white. That's really pretty. But yeah, overall, I just think it's a beautiful looking tank, very natural looking. Oh, look at this goby. Whoa, he's missing an eye. Wow, poor buddy, he's missing an eye. No wonder he can't see when I put he's not running away when I put the camera here. Aw, poor buddy. But yeah, so all the, everything in this tank is doing really well. It's very low maintenance, which is very important to the customer. They didn't want a lot of, to do with the tank. They didn't want to, they don't have the time for that. They have a big family. But I just love the way this tank looks. It's very natural looking. And there's a bunch of little critters, and everywhere you look, there's something going on. And aesthetically, I think it looks great. So our buddy, the one-eyed goby, is paired with a pistol shrimp that's down in that burrow. I just saw it come out. That's awesome. And then we have a Sally Lightfoot crab to finish it all off. All in all, I think this tank is great. Easy, low maintenance, soft coral tank. Definitely gets a thumbs up from me. So what do you guys think of that tank? I do think it needs more color. I'm thinking rock flower anemones. That would add a lot of colors. A couple of those in the sand bed, maybe a couple in the rocks somewhere. I don't want to do any type of bubble tip anemone or anything like that, just because I think that would be just way too much trouble, and they probably end up taking over the aquarium. If you have any other suggestions of any other coral to put in there, drop it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But for now, I got a bunch of other things to do. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. I got a bunch of stuff coming out. I'm always on the road, always trying to get as much footage as I can for you guys. All right, have a good one. See you later.